calibration and testing of the single phase energy meter. Means the main aim of this experiment is to measure the energy by direct testing. Means here direct testing means actually what we are doing in our normal residential homes, we are switching on appliances like a fridge, washing machine, whatever loads. By adding those loads, we will consume the energy. We will see that energy, how much consumed in on our energy meter. Like that, here also we will add the loads by using direct resistive load. Okay, by adding that loads, we will see the how much energy consumed through that load. Okay, the main apparatus that required for this experiment is energy meter, auto transformer, UPF wattmeter, voltmeter, ammeter, resistive load, stopwatch, and connecting wires. Okay, so this is a complete experiment of this experiment. So as I said in the apparatus required, first one is a single phase AC supply, auto transformer, which is used to apply voltage at required level. Here we are using 230 volts, single phase 230 volts. Okay, next MI voltmeter. MI means AC, right? And a range between 0 to 75, 150 and 300. Here I am using the 300 range. Okay, next MI ammeter. MI ammeter of the range 0 to 10 volts, sorry 10 amps. And wattmeter, UPF wattmeter, which is used to calculate power. Okay, and this is the ranges 75, 150, 300, 2.5 to 5 amps. Okay, UPF wattmeter, unity power factor. And this is the energy meter. Okay, and this is 750 revolutions per kWh, 50 to 20 amps. Here 750 revolutions per kWh means 1 unit is equal to 750 revolutions per kilowatts. Means in our day-to-day life, we already know in our current bill they'll show you consume 20 units, 30 units, like that, no? So that is 1 unit is equal to 750 revolutions. And this is a disk. This is a disk. Actually, by revoluting 750 revolutions, by rotating 750 times, it will calculate it as a 1 unit. Okay, and 240 volts, 50 hertz. And this is a resistive load. Okay, we have to add the loads: 1 amps, 2 amps, 1 amps, 2 amps. Okay, by adding our requirement, we will calculate the energy. Okay, see, this is a basic circuit diagram. Single phase 230 volts auto transformer, like you already see in apparatus. From this 230 auto transformer, we are giving the connections to the voltmeter, ammeter, wattmeter, energy meter, and the. So now we will see the actual connections and experiment of the energy meter. So one connection from auto transformer to voltmeter common, and one connection to ammeter common, like we already see in the circuit diagram. And ammeter in another end to wattmeter M. Okay, wattmeter M and C short, and after that L line means 230 volts direct line to this is these two are PC coils and these two are CC coils. I'll explain what is PC and CC. Just see the connections. And L2 connection, L2 PC, one of the connection of the PC. PC means potential coil, CC means current coil. Okay, and one of the connection of the CC to direct resistive load phase of the resistive load. Okay, and negative to, I mean neutral to one end of the CC coil. Next, from that neutral we are, and it is connected to 300 volts. See, 300 volts. As we already know, wattmeter connections are M, L, C, V. So M is M, C, L is to that line, and voltage is 300 volts. Because why we are using 300 volts, our voltmeter reading also we are taking as in 300 volts. Okay, so and from 300 volts to we are connecting 300 volts, and from neutral to so we are switching on the, we are giving the 230 volt supply, and transformer, or by using transformer we are applying the voltage 230 volts. See, as we kept it 115 volts, because the range is 150 volts only. So for 150 it is 115. So for 300, as we connected for 300, it will double, that is 230 volts. Okay, so as we applied 230 volts, after that we should add the loads. We are switching on, we switched on the resistive load. After that 1 amps, we are adding 1 amp. See, after adding 1 amps, here also we got 1 amp. See, in between, as we connected for 5 amps, almost we got 1 amps. And wattmeter reading is almost 50 watts. Okay, and this is a energy meter. I'll tell you how we have to take the energy meter reading. See, here this is a disc, right? It is rotating. It's rotating slowly. See, this is a red mark. When we got red mark another time, it will calculate it as a 1 revolution. Okay. See, we got next. So this is a 1 revolution. I am adding another load, 2 amps. So when we are adding the loads, the disc will rotate fastly. 1 amp. See, the disc starts rotating fastly. Okay, by the so like this we have to count the revolutions. So this is actually 1 unit is equal to 750 revolutions, right? So it is impossible to wait for 750 revolutions. That's why here we will do this experiment for 25 revolutions only. Okay, so you understand, right? The disc rotating. So red mark is the 1 disc complete rotation revolution mark. So when we are taking the rotating this at the time of rotating the disc, we have to calculate the time. Means we have to on this stopwatch by using mobile, or this is a stopwatch, or we can use a mobile also. See, as disc is rotating means loads are increasing, the disc is rotating fastly, means the energy consuming. Okay, by that wattmeter reading also increased, it's 250 watts. Okay, after that it increased, current also increased. Current nothing but load how much we are loading, how much we are adding the load, that is only here we got load ammeter, and this is a same voltage. Main the disk revolutions is important. By calculating the disk revolutions and the time only, we will calculate the energy, because energy is equal to power into time, right? So here power is wattmeter reading, P into time. Time means what we calculated or what we took from the stopwatch. Okay. So now we will see the calculations. So this is a circuit diagram and this is a calculation. Energy meter constant is, I already told you, 750 revolutions. Why it's 750 revolutions is it's a constant. 1 unit is equal to 750 revolutions. So by rotating the 750 revolutions only, it calculated as a 1 unit. Like we in our residence homes, we consume 20 units, 30 units, no, like that. If we consume 20 units, so 20 into 750 revolutions. Okay, so here we calculated for 25 revolutions. Okay, 25 by 750. So 20 in 750 we took 25, means we got 1 by 30 kWh, kilowatt hour. So energy meter reading E1 is equal to 1000, means kilo into 60 into 60. So we are calculating every second, right? So that's why 1000 into 60 into 60 by 30. Here we got 30 because here we took for 25 revolutions only. So that's why by 20. So energy meter constant is 1,20,000 watts for our experiment only. Okay. So actual energy meter consumed is E2 is equal to, this is a normal energy constant, energy meter reading, and this is what we consumed. Okay. So like government will provide some energy, and what we consume, by difference between only we'll get the current bill, right? Like that. So E2 is equal to P into time. P nothing but wattmeter. Error is E1 minus E2 by E2. Means E1 is actual what they provided, and E2 is what they consumed, what we consumed. Difference between that is a error. If we exceed, we'll get so much of current bill, like that. Okay. So this is the table. I took one reading. So first one is 230 volts and load is current. Load current IL. Load current nothing but IL what we added. Okay, what we added in the load, that is like 2 amps or 3 amps or 5 amps. Next, wattmeter reading. Wattmeter reading means 300. For time for time means, or else 150 seconds. So energy